Tuesday, the 19th of October 2021. My name is Dan Guitar from Thailand. In this video, I like to talk about the true Dharma for any people who have the most wisdom. If you are a real person who want to attain Nirvana in this life, you have to listen to me only because I am around in Thailand. I'm ready to help everyone to solve life problems, to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety. I teach you for free, no charge. I try to help you. You can rely on me because I'm around in Thailand. I try to help you to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety. Let's take a look. The topic to speak in this video: no one's own OCD and anxiety disorder is just the belief which make you suffer. Every story I convey in the video, I want you to understand about the first idea or thought process. The thought is a thought. The thought process, it doesn't belong to anyone on this earth, because our full self, it doesn't really exist. Topic to speak in this video, I say, no one's own OCD and anxiety disorder is such the belief which make you suffer. The word OCD, let's take a look. Obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, it's just the belief, it doesn't really exist. Even ruminating repetitive thought, it doesn't belong to anyone on this earth. OCD, depression and anxiety, ruminating repetitive thought, it doesn't belong to anyone on this earth. It has no owner, because our full self, it doesn't really exist. As I told you, the true Dhamma in Buddhism is not possible to teach other, because there is nothing to teach. And the most important is there is no language to say. This is the reason that I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you further about the thought process. The thought process is a hard quantity of false suffering. Everything is caused by the thought. The thought is the thought. The thought, it doesn't belong to anyone on this earth, because our true self, it doesn't really exist. What you see now, you see in the way you see. It doesn't mean human being. It doesn't mean an animal. You see in the way you see. What you see now. But you were taught to believe this is a shark. A shark say, shark, a shark guy. What you see now, you were taught to believe this is a tiger, a goat, a cat, a dog. A goat say, bad, a goat voice. A cat say, meow, meow, cat voice. A dog say, ba, 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 bo, 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 bo. Topic to speak in this video, I say, no one's own OCD and anxiety disorder is such the belief which make you suffer. In reality, the word I, you, we, they, he, she is such the belief in the meaning of the fictional language. It doesn't really exist. In reality, the true Dhamma in Buddhism cannot teach each other, because there is nothing to teach, and the most important is there is no language to say. This is the reason that I have to borrow the fictional language to create content and story to talk to you further about the thought process. In reality, in this video, I don't teach you anything. I say that is Soviet. I have to borrow the language to create content and sorry to talk to you for understanding about the thought process. The thought process is just the thought. It doesn't belong to anyone on this earth because everything on this earth is soulless. What you see over here now, this is the nature. This is the nature. Nature is aware of nature. It doesn't mean we are aware. What you see now, it doesn't mean human being. It doesn't mean an animal. It does, but we name it a dog, a cat, a goat, a tiger, a shark. Say, เอ็กหอยเอ็กหอยเอ็กหอย A shark say เอ็กหอยเอ็กหอย You know, topic to speak, I say, no one's owns OCD and anxiety disorder. It's just the belief which make you suffer. In reality, no one suffer. I say. No one owns OCD and anxiety disorder. It's just the belief which makes you suffer. In reality, no one suffer, no one is happy. But please believe him politely in this talk that further understanding each other in this video in order to not have to understand each other anymore. I say that is obvious. Because our true self is not really exist. What you see now, in reality of true Dharma is what you see now is zero soul truth. Sometimes we call this is the nature. Nature is aware of nature. Sometimes we call mental phenomenon. Sometimes we call it's just something which happened to the mind for awareness. Everything on this earth is soulless. It's not an ego. Our true self, it doesn't really exist. Everything on this earth is soulless. Everything on this earth is the nature. The thought process is the nature. What you see over here now is the nature. The word depression and anxiety, suffering, happiness, ruminating, repetitive thought, it's just the belief in the meaning of the fictional language. Topic to speak in this video, I say, no one's own OCD and anxiety disorder. It's just the belief in the meaning of the fictional language which make you suffer, but in reality, no one suffer. The thoughts suffer, the thought suffer, the thought is happy. It doesn't mean you happy. It doesn't mean you are happy. It doesn't mean you suffer. Can you stand me? The thought suffer. The thought is happy. You know, something which happened in the thought. I call the matter. If the matter in the thought is pleasing, the thought like it. It doesn't mean you like. Again, you know, something which happened in the thought in every life. It's just a thought. Something which happened in the thought. If the matter in the thought is pleasing, the thought like it. It doesn't mean you like it. But if the matter in the thought is not likable, the thought don't like it, and the thought want to kick it out. It doesn't mean you want to kick it out. Topic to speak in this video, I say, no one's own OCD and anxiety disorder. It's just the belief which make you suffer. In reality, no one suffer. No one is happy. In reality, no one suffer. No one suffer from depression and anxiety. No one suffer. No one is happy because our true self is not really exist in this talk. I want you to understand about the thought process because the thought process is a hard opening of false suffering. Can you understand me? The story in this talk is suitable for only people who have the most wisdom. If you want to solve life problem, if you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand every story I convey and consider along as I said over and over again until it's go deep into your heart. Then you understand it, and finally you will have opportunity to attain a nice life. In this talk, I believe that. In this talk, I believe that you can overcome depression and anxiety. You can overcome suffering in this life. I show you, as I told you. The topic to speak in this video, no one own OCD and anxiety disorder. It's just the belief which make you suffer, but in reality, no one suffer. The thought suffer. The thought is happy. Where can I find the meaning of OCD, depression and anxiety? Where can I find the meaning of suffering? Where can I find the meaning of happiness? It's just the belief. Where can I find the meaning of ruminating? Where can I find the meaning of repetitive thought? It's just the belief in the meaning of the fictional language. It doesn't really exist. All that I said, it doesn't belong to anyone on this earth. No one suffers, no one is happy. Can you understand me? If you want to solve life problem, if you want to overcome anger, overcome suffering, overcome depression and anxiety, you must try to understand this over and over again. Nothing more to study, nothing more to say than this. Please bear in mind.